Retained Genius in 2014 and can be found anywhere. Richard can be seen performing at poetry open mics and some closed mics too, in and around Newcastle.
Thank you. The legs are going, you know. Oh. Now when you get old, you know, your legs are going. Everything drops. I didn't. I wasn't sure what to start with. This one was about actually waking from a dream, and it just comes from that. The whole poem, really. So you can get poems from anything. It's in my book from 2 years ago, Two Full Stops from Gravity, which I've got copies of, which you can buy for £6.50. Right. Upon waking up, I'd been at school, tried to go to a poetry club, but had mislaid my poetry. I'd been trying to find it for a tutor, an American, but could not find it. At the poetry club was an ex-girlfriend, although she didn't seem to know me. I'd been reading her a true life story about someone who had a short time to live. The day before, maybe it was that. I thought, all this is temporary. My personality, my ways, me, and everyone else. All very temporary, not a normal state of affairs. We come from nothing, maybe end up as nothing. So this little blip we get of life is like something very temporary, which makes all this pretty amazing. Views, smells, touch, longing, colour, smiling, bowel movements, pissing, love, is a dog from hell equals Bukowski. Taste, feelings, rain, clouds, wind, breeze, art, reading, black and white films, friends and lovers, music, spirit, soul, booze. Laughing when you can, crying when you cannot. Like being the star actor in a grainy black and white B-movie about your own life. Walking shells full of the stuff of dreams for a short period blink of time. Death is a turn around forever. Two eyes will never meet two eyes again. What we do need is sharp bit at the end. Thank you, Joseph Boys, to keep us awake, alive and kicking. Cheers. This one's just about my brother. Died in 2000. Because death is the next thing we know about reality, really. Not really our own death, because we won't know much about that, or be able to report back on it, you know. But we know about other people's death, and that's the reality that we really know. That's what I mean about reality, because that's what this is meant to be about. So it's called More Fragile Than the Dead. Even after the funeral, you don't believe it. The only time it really hit me was when I was confronted with the space that was to be filled with my eldest brother's body. Just seeing it, the space, did it. Maybe before also the phone call, he's dead. That lasted around 2 minutes of grief, of trying to cry. I didn't get it anymore after that, even with the funeral and all, even with his friend throwing the book, even with the funeral service playing Beatles. Like he wanted them to. I want to hold your hand. Yeah, just got married with 2 kids who would drink pub cokes as we drank a little together, arguing about the merits of the Beatles against the merits of punk. The human condition, Joseph Boyd, the late great artist, said in a roundabout way. Through loss and grief, human mankind grows. You could add in sacrifice as well. Sociologists have a word for it, which means you can never grieve your own death. It's always left to others. That's you, me, everyone down, up here. God must be an anti-capitalist, have a sense of humour. You can't buy grief, you can't buy life. The only one you can buy is death. Sometimes people are kinder than kind, and funnier than funny. More fragile than the dead. It could make you cry buckets of grief. Let it all out, twist and shout, twist and shout. I thought this one was good because it includes a dream. But, you know, I'm going to seem like a death merchant because it's about my mum's death, and I'm just talking about death. No, I'm not just talking about death. It includes a dream as well. So I sort of fit into this theme. The seagull. A seagull was at the window looking into the hospital as my mother lay dying. It moved from left to right, closer and closer to my mother. It seemed to be looking on how humans die, love and grieve. I had a Prozac dream last night. A seagull was outside. I pressed my hand up against the pane as though I could feel its feathers through it. The seagull, as if knowing this, pressed its body up against the glass, as if wanting me to touch it, feel its living feathers. Maybe it was seeing the seagull as my mother lay dying, but lodged in my mind as an image of death, waiting, watching. My mother is now someplace else where I cannot touch her. I see her flying as free as a sleepless bird, as free as the last death. Toward the end of the dream, the seagull put its wing through a crack in the window, a small gap, and I touched its long wings. It was like touching death, and feeling the flapping wings trying to escape, trying to come home, as if my mind could finally feel the reality of the illusion, the situation. The reality of death along with its beauty. It was as though the glass that separated us was not just physical, but mental. As I have not cried yet, the funeral is still to come. I pray and hope I will cry then, even with my Prozac mind. I feel very alone because she was always there, no matter what the hell I was going through, always there. If I could put my mother's love into a box, it would be TARDIS-like. There would be some winning betting slips, red wine included, along with lots of love, hope, empathy, and humour, and a strong desire for a better world still to come. Cheers. This is from the new book, and it's quite a recent one. Yeah, I think it's my favourite one of the new. There's only 7 poems in here. £3.50 if you want a copy. See me. I've got quite a few copies. Come out in underground books in America and New York, and they've sold 3 copies to Bukowski fans, so I must be really hip over there. No, I feel really good about that. It's really good. Right, this is called. This happened on the Biker Metro. On the way back on the Biker Metro, I was just getting the Metro back from Biker at the time, and it happened on the way back. And it's kind of reality, but I've kind of turned it into a bit of a dream, I guess. If we are the lucky ones, there were 2 baby kids on the Metro, 2 or 3 years old, in a double buggy. They were both sucking red lollipops, which had almost disappeared. One of them started banging the red lollipop on his teeth. Bang, bang, bang. Like he was banging out a drum beat to the sound of the Metro. Then the other one started doing it, so both were doing it in tandem. One a boy, and the other a girl. Well, kids do these amazing things, but sometimes we never notice, but I did. The girl gave me this huge smile as she was pushed off the Metro. An unreserved smile that makes you wonder if it actually happened, or imagined. But then I wonder all the time if life is real if real life is all imagined, especially the good bits. Because as human beings, our lives are short of distance than squirrels bury nuts. Surely we all, in the end, know more about death. And it might last a little longer, as in an eternity in the day, than life does. But our reality realm is really death, not life. Life is for a short while before death knocks us for 7, again and again. In life we see, smell, live, love, forgive, grow, grieve. Remember, forgive, forget, suffer, dance, and grow roses down the avenues of the dead. If we are the lucky ones. Worship, shopping, sex, and religion. And sometimes there are other people, if we are the lucky ones, visiting Bukowski's love dog from hell. It makes you wonder how much it takes to make it happen, for us to be here, for A to meet B. And our ancestors are the one sperm that got through, and all the suffering they encountered to have their kids. And then their kids had their kids, and they suffered beyond what we can imagine. To have us. And we somehow grow up into the essential human beings we are, if we are the lucky ones. Like it was so easy to be an essential human being. As though we were all unique individuals kissing the face of death, whilst laughing with friends and family, if we are the lucky ones that haven't seen them, as if death only happened to other people. Everything ends. Metro rides, even red lollipops, eventually. Who loves you, baby? Cheers. Do you want me to stop or carry on? Okay, I'll do one more then. Yeah, it's about me old man dying. But, sorry, I'm not morbid or anything. I'm attracted. Bukowski, I read Bukowski and he just writes about death all the time, you know. Called Father Dad, it's back in the 80s as well, so you have to take yourself back there, you know. Father Dad Jack. Why don't you call me Dad, son? Betting slips all bloody lost. Empty sherry bottles, fuse taken out of cheap record player plug to prevent any fuss when drunk, and he wanted it loud. Below him was a pensioner he described as a living dead person. Miserable bugger, moan. He helped out his unemployed mental health monk, drinking chum, only family he really had. I visit an Irish boozing friend is there. Dad played the tape I got him. A singing detective soundtrack. Laugh? I almost cried. Dad laughed as well, bellyache type laugh. Thump, thump, thump on the armchair. He said I'd be giggling about it later. People would think me crazy. The idea of Dad sitting there with his boozing pal, complaining about miserable buggers, while the corny tape played about long lost sweethearts. No life here, those bloody horses, the bloody pools, those bloody Tories, said whilst listening to old crooners talking about their lost true loves. It really made me laugh. Dad gave me a bar of chocolate at the end of the visit. I gave him a little money for cigarettes. In the hospital we did not really speak. He told me to keep warm up north, still smoking like a factory, thought me back had gone. Dad was half dead, riddled with cancer, life out of eyes, still moaning, there's no bloody life here. Watching the footy whilst moaning about Charlton's coaching skills. On crutches he fell on the way to the toilet, would not let me help him back up. He died soon after. It took many visits to the doctor before they felt the obvious lumps under his armpits. He was full of it. No one wants to touch a dirty old man, the barstools. Don't let the barstools get you down, son. Yes, Jack. Sorry, Dad. Cheers.
Thank you. And next we have Jenny Pascoe. And Jenny dreamed that she wrote a brilliant introduction for herself for tonight's set, but in reality didn't.